Hey guys, what's up? It's Saint Victoria.
I'm Nick. How you guys doing?
And welcome to our new series, Into the Reddit Rabbit Hole. Join us in our first controversial post from Am I the Asshole by user AITA throwaway 8787. Am I the asshole for forbidding my trans sister-in-law from observing me giving birth? Yikes, this is always a controversial topic because of the whole trans rights and everything like that. And just as a disclaimer, we fully support trans people in their decision to do what they want to do. We obviously have some opinions on other things such as sports and whatever, but we'll get to that. Let's focus on the post, which is about a 32-year-old female from Florida who is 6 months pregnant and, has been very, very open to her friends and family about exactly how she wants to give birth. She wants her two sisters to be there during the birth, but she doesn't want her brother there. She doesn't want her mom there. She doesn't want abuela, abuelo, and everybody and their mother there. She's very selective, which is a pretty normal thing, I guess, because, it's a really special moment. So OP has a trans sister-in-law who assumed that she was going to be invited to this event. I don't know how you assume that you're invited to a birth. That's like really, really intense. But anyway, she assumed that she was gonna be there and she was asking OP, what should I bring? Is there anything you need? Which is really, really nice. And OP gently let her down by saying, I hope you're not offended, but I really just want my sisters to be there. I'm being very selective about...
Did she transition into a man yet?
Well, trans sister-in-law, so that means that she's a trans female. So this person was a male
and she became a woman.
She became a woman, and it says here it happened 3 years ago.
Okay. So, but what does OP think about, does OP actually, does she actually believe in the transition? Like, does she actually see her as a woman?
Well, yeah. I mean, she says in the post that she's really, really, supportive of the trans community. So, by default...
Okay, so then it's not like a guy, it's not like she... Because, at birth, women obviously don't want men to see that, right? So is she feeling...
Well, she wants her husband there, but that's...
but it's her husband.
Yeah.
But is she feeling uncomfortable because it's a man, or is she feeling uncomfortable because she doesn't know her?
I feel like
Or is she feeling uncomfortable because she is a woman, but she's still a stranger?
I feel like that's not 100% clear in the post. I mean, she does say that she supports the trans community. I don't think that she's transphobic, but at the same time, maybe there are those underlying, thoughts in her head where she might be thinking, this guy used to be a man, I don't really feel comfortable, but I think regardless of that, it's just having someone who isn't super part of your direct bloodline, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's the bigger issue here. It's not because she's trans, it's because she's not directly related to her. She's her sister-in-law.
But it's still weird though, having a stranger at your birth.
Well, it's not a stranger, that's the thing. They're family, but I think that's exactly what I'm trying to say, that it's not someone who's in her direct bloodline.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably the thing that she should have included in this, because you could maybe you could play devil's advocate and say, oh, you're transphobic, which is exactly what happened to OP. She started getting really threatening messages from the trans community.
But the question is, did she do it because she didn't want her sister-in-law there, regardless of her gender, or did she do it because she was trans?
No, I don't think she would have. I don't know. See, I don't know. I think that isn't 100% clear in the post.
But what about let's come to the question. Do you think she's the asshole?
No, I don't think she's the asshole. I mean, I don't want certain people there if and when, you know, I have a kid. I think that that's a super, super intimate moment, and you as a mother are really you're really vulnerable because you're literally there like naked shoving a fucking watermelon out of your vagina.
Jesus.
And like, who really wants to be there for that anyway? Who isn't part of like your direct family line? I feel like OP's sister-in-law like kind of just wants to see the birth as like kind of like an observer of an experiment. I don't know, that maybe that sounds a little bit harsh.
Yeah,
but like,
that does kind of sound a little bit harsh.
But maybe it is. Maybe it's like her own curiosity of like,
but maybe
of exploring like this new like.
But you know how the
life and body that she has.
Do you know how like the trans community has obviously they've felt like they've been oppressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that like the OP sister-in-law felt like being there is like an acceptance by her family to be there?
Maybe.
Do you think that's why it hit her so hard?
Yeah, you know, maybe that is why she lost her temper, and maybe OP should have made it clear to her that it has nothing to do with her being trans.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's like, just because you're trans doesn't mean that you have like an automatic pass to see and be there for everything that a woman goes through. I don't think that that's right. I don't think that anybody is entitled to like any experience that isn't their own.
I agree, but it's such a complicated situation.
It is a
just because of everything
situation
that's been going on.
It is, and like I feel like even having like frank conversations about it like this, like could
potentially get backlash.
Yeah, of course.
Sure,
like we could totally get ramifications for what we're saying. And if you know you have an opinion on it, let us know in the comments below.
Anyways, we both agree at the end of the day that she isn't the asshole.
Yeah, no, I don't think she's the asshole, but I think that maybe she does owe her sister-in-law, you know, a clarification on the fact that it's not because she's trans, but it's because she's she did say that. She said she's very particular. She said specifically, I'll tell you right now, that she's very selective over who she wants in this very intimate situation. Told her that she hopes that she isn't offended if she isn't there for the birthing.
Yeah, then the sister-in-law used it. You know, she used...
I know, but I think like maybe because there's like some sensitivity around it, like she should say it's not because you're trans, it has nothing to do with that, it's because I just want my sisters to be there. I want this to be a bonding experience between the three of us.
It's a very confusing situation, but I think we both agree she's not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Anyways, thanks guys.
Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this new little series. If you have any posts or comments, or if you want to argue with us, we are very active and we'll reply to you. So just let us know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, press like. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button.